Hey guys, how you doing? It's Alonzo. I'm here with my good friend Luigi, and I wanted to make this video so you can understand where my good friend, where he was and where he is now, okay? So Luigi, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions just so people can understand your story, because to me, you have a story that I want everybody to hear. It's how do you say, it hit me in my heart, and I want everybody to experience what they're gonna hear from you, all right? How you doing, buddy? How's it going?
Well, when you wake every morning up to your telephone and you see what's happening in my life every day, you wake up in a very, very pretty good way. Like, it's hard not to be happy when you wake up, Alonso, right now. It's really hard.
Nice. First question I got for you, Luigi. Can you let them know where you were right before you joined this business?
Yeah, 6 months ago, I was working at a car dealership for about 8-9 years. And for 8-9 years, I've always been somebody who loved working online. And it's like it's a passion, you know. Ever since I was introduced to that 25 years ago, it's like it hit me like a bug, you know. Everybody, you're passionate about it. But I've never really touched that kind of success that we're all dreaming for online. And my boss, who kept seeing me on my phone, because every time he would pass near my desk, he would see, "What are you doing on the phone, Luigi? What are you doing on the phone?" And I would say, "Hey, listen, I'm working online sometimes." "What do you mean you're working online? You an idiot?" I said, "What do you mean?" "No, you're an idiot. You must be dreaming. Hey, you waste your time. You waste your life. If you continue, I'm going to kick you out." So he kept saying that for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And after 7 years at the dealership, he kicked me out. That was 6 months ago. That was on December 2019. At the same time, my wife, who I've been with for 15 years, also left me because she said I was a loser for wasting so much time in front of the computer, or, you know, like I was with her for 15 years. So she said, I'm a loser. So here you are. My boss kicks me out because I'm a loser. My wife kicks me out because I'm a loser. And I lost everything, everybody. I mean, everything was under my wife's name. So I not a penny. I didn't have not a fridge, not a stove, not a penny at the bank. That's where I was, man, 6 months ago, buddy.
Pretty touching, buddy. Now, that's before you came in. Before we tell them, you know, what has happened, can you let them know your experience in network marketing, other things that you've done, kind of, you know, what's out there, and then from there we'll jump into what has happened to you?
Well, I was introduced to network marketing about 25 years ago, and that was, I think it was ACN. Yes, it was ACN. First time I went into a hall, I was invited with some people, and we got to this reception because, you know, it was before it wasn't online. Everything was done in live presentation. So I was invited, and I got to this presentation where I saw these people in front of the room talking about how much money they were making. You would see this video on the top screen with Donald Trump and all the money and all the beautiful girls and the beautiful boats and the beautiful planes. So that kind of started, that was my initiation into network marketing. And ever since, I've done everything, like a lot of us, health product, lotion, potions. I mean, I've done them all. But the only sad thing about all of this for the last 25 years is that every time I build something, even though I build teams of thousands, it always crumbles, and you're always starting over because, well, like most of us know, unfortunately, 80% of the population, they're not always big builders. So if they have a monthly auto ship of $100 or $150 or $200 every month, you always end up losing like 70% of your team, and you're always starting over and starting over. And after a while, what happens? You quit. And that's the story of my life for 25 years.
So Luigi, when you were introduced to Cloud Token, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind?
Okay, well, I'm just going to give a small something of what happened last year, because there was a similar project last year, you know, where a wallet, you could start with an initial deposit, and you could earn some serious money because the token itself would grow in value. And I didn't jump on that project last year. Well, that project from last year was at 40 cents and is right now at $105 after 13, 14 months, and it's still going strong. So when somebody reached out to me this time and said, "Luigi, there's something similar to that project, but this one is called Cloud Token," I said, "Wait a second here." So I right away went to do some research, and with what I found out,
That's good.
And what I found out, I ran with it right away, Cloud. I ran with it right away, Jim.
Now, next question, buddy, is now let's say the day you joined, right? How long ago was that?
That was about
2 months ago?
It was about 2 months and 2 weeks ago, about, let's say, 8, 9, 10 weeks ago.
10 weeks ago. You're practically homeless, right? Your wife left you. You got fired from your job. You had not even a penny in your pocket. You know, what has happened since that day? Since day one, you come in to day down. Tell us what exactly happened to your life.
Everybody has a reason for doing something, right? And when I saw this, I ran with it with everything I had, like it was do or die situation. Things were really, 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 really bad. But when I saw my telephone start going $5 a day, all right, $10 a day, $15 a day, $20 a day, $100 a day, $500 a day. When I started getting to $500 a day, I started getting really, really excited. And when it started hitting $1,000 a day, I mean, that's the dream, because we all want to do that. Hey, make $1,000 a day. Well, listen, I shared it with a lot of my friends until I was at least at $5,000 a day. And after I kind of stopped talking about it. So I was able to make it to more than $5,000 a day, Alonzo, in less than 10 weeks, buddy. I mean,
so how has your life changed? Going from nothing to having more than practically everybody we know. What has happened to you? How do you feel, waking up and not worrying about money? How does that feel?
Oh my God, it's completely life-changing. I mean, first of all, the pre-launch of Cloud was like 2 months ago. That was the pre-launch. The launch was only 1 month ago. I flew to the launch in Thailand last month. I mean, come on, man. And next month, I'm going to, in the month in meet, we're going to the launch in Malaysia. This month, I'm flying over to Singapore with my team. I mean, I can go wherever I want. Alonzo, I could go anywhere. And it's like, it's one salary, one day. I can go anywhere I want in the world.
You can pretty much do anything and buy anything you want. That's crazy. Now, I know your story. You didn't have much. How much did you have to borrow to get onto this opportunity? How much did you have to borrow to join?
I was able to scrape $500. I was able to find $400 or $500 that I had left in my bank account, and I was able to ask my mother for an extra $500. So I just started with $1,000, Alonzo.
So you took $1,000, coming in, busted your butt, and now you're over $5,000 every day. That is crazy.
And not only that, Alonzo, it's growing every day. It's like it's not stopping. And you know the worst part about it? I mean, we're all striving for passive residual deals, right? Because, if you always have to sell every day, it gets hard after a while, when you went around your circle. But when you say that I could stop today, Alonzo, I could stop today with me and you, we could stop, and I could continue earning the same thing every day, and it'll never go down. I can explain why, but it'll never go down. I mean, please, is there something more better than that?
Now that you're making this kind of income, and we're inspired by it, do you think Cloud Talk will be around for years? Like, what are you thinking?
First of all, when I joined the opportunity, I wanted to make sure of one thing, because I'm tired of bringing in, everybody, we went through that. You bring everybody into a deal after 2, 3 months, 4 months, bye-bye. Now after the second time something comes around, you bring them all into, after a while, people don't follow you anymore. So this time, Alonzo, I wanted to make sure, because this was the last time I was going to get people to actually listen to me. This was the last time, Alonzo. So I wanted to make sure. And what I did was 2 things. When I was introduced to it, the person who actually brought the project to us is, I'm not going to say his name because I didn't really ask his permission, but it's somebody who knows Asia very well. And it's the same person who bought the other project I was talking about the first time. So he brought a winner the first time. So when he brought this one, that's number one. It's because the person who introduced this to us from Asia is a smart person who knows his way around, number one. The other reason is I have another guy on our team. His name is Bob. I won't say his last name, but he's a very good friend of mine from Singapore. So when I was introduced to Cloud, I called Bob right away, Alonzo, and I said, Bob, do me a favor. You want to go research Ronald I, because Ronald I is he's the CTO of BitBeta. He's taking care of the trading and everything behind the Cloud app. Can you just do your research about this guy? And he came back to me the next day, Alonzo, and he says, okay, where do I sign? So two reasons. The first one was the person who introduced it. The second one was Bob Ang, who did his research. And the last reason that really made me push it hard was when I went to the event in Thailand, and I met Ronald A. personally, and we sat down in a hotel room, me and 3 of my leaders, and we just sat down and brainstormed them and asked them questions, like hard questions, like, okay, you're doing live trades for us. Can we see the live trades? How can you prove the live trades? Where does the money go? This, a reserve, but listen, complete transparency. We had every single answer. We have videos to show all of that. I mean, please, there's not many deals out there where you have such a transparency, where the CTO of a company or the CEO or whatever gives you everything. I'm sorry, it doesn't exist in crypto.
So in your heart, Luigi, you feel we have a good run here. You know, it's gonna be around for a while, and you feel 100% confident that we're gonna make it.
Oh, completely. I mean, completely, Alonso. With all honesty, and this is something that I'm not the only person who's thinking it. All the top leaders right now in cloud that went to Thailand, that have been doing also their own, like everybody's just completely sold on it. And there's so much coming. I mean, listen, this is a complete ecosystem, Alonso, with a complete e-commerce platform that's going to be surrounding the system with a payment processor card. I mean, please, it's huge. I mean, everything behind Cloud Token, because we have to understand each other, right? With any project, you need 3 things.
Right.
Called the technology, right? What is the project for? The people behind it, and all of that is like aligned with the starters, brother.
Awesome, man. Well, I want people to really understand what you went through, where you were at, because a lot of people don't understand, they don't believe, and that's why I want to bring you on camera so I can share your story and they can relate to it, because there's a lot of people out there watching that are in the same position, and I want them to know with this system, you can come in, and we're not talking in a year, 2 years, 3. We're talking months. Luigi did it in record time. Okay, we might not be Luigi, but hey, if we can get some crazy numbers, that's crazy. I just wanted to let you guys know it is possible, and this man right here has done it. And not just, he wasn't a super successful guy. He went from nothing, okay, nothing to success overnight.
Alonso, honestly, I like the way you put it there, because I'm not one of those big marketers online, the big influencers. I'm not that. I was really just a normal person, okay, that went to that kind of success. That I worked hard at it, I believed in it, and I ran with it. That's all I did. It's like you said, and some people did it faster than me. Some people will do it a little bit slower. But yes, this is the type of opportunity that anybody can actually turn their lives around with.
Well, thank you, Luigi, for your time, and I just hope everybody can appreciate the story, and let's go, guys. Thanks, buddy.